Hey guys, my name is Jessica from Peterson SEO, and earlier I spoke with your receptionist who asked me to address everybody, the whole team, in this video. Team, today we have a free custom video for you. We're going to go over the tips and tricks that you guys can start using right away that's really going to help with your online presence and capturing more of those organic leads. It is important to note that nearly 70% of your organic leads are going to come from your website. So it's going to be very important that your website be properly optimized so you can capture that traffic. So you guys have a fun little website design. I like it. Um, it's great. You have separate pages for each of your services, which is good. Um, let's see. We've got a little bit of content here. This is hilarious. I love it. That is too funny. You guys seem like you have a lot of fun. I love it. Um, we've got some reviews. Reviews are always helpful. Discounts. So we do have a little bit of content going on here, but even with the content you have, I'm not really seeing any good keywords. Um, you do have two locations, but you have a massive service area. So you really need a massive website to support your massive service area. Um, Usually, I recommend that any service area that you service that has any search volume should have its own page with its own content and keywords. But this is huge. So I would actually have state page, state, then county, and then the top cities at least in the county. Um, and break out your pages that way so that you can truly get the organic state, county, and city wide in all these areas. That is a ton of pages, but it is going to be really important if you actually want to be found in all these areas. And I was also have a ton of Google My Business pages. If you can get addresses, anywhere that's more than 30 to 60 miles out from the ones you have, so you can capture the traffic from that as well. So I would definitely build out all those additional pages because you're going to get a ton of volume that's going to convert into customers. Um, Google does not rank websites based on appearance. Even though your website is fun, um, Google's going to rank you based on content. Content is key, and you do need a ton of it. Your homepage should have a minimum of about 1,500 words or more, depending on what your competitors are doing. If your competitors have more content, you're going to need more content. But your content does need to be built around your local buyer intent keywords. So whether your homepage and service pages are built around Maryland or Columbia, either way, you do need local buyer intent keywords. These other keywords are national, and you might actually get traffic nationally, but since you don't service nationally, you're going to get false metrics. You really want to focus on the local customers so that the people landing on your page are customers that you can be converting and getting new customers. So you definitely need to work on your content and keyword strategy throughout all of these pages. There really isn't any keyword strategy going on here that I can see. Um, Google has robots that actually go and index and crawl every single page looking for original content and keywords. They don't like duplicated content. They look at it as spam and they won't index it. So every single page has to be original content, and they need their own keywords so you don't fall into keyword cannibalization. If we look at your top competitor in Baltimore, when it comes to waterproofing, we have Oriole. They have a decent looking website. They have 3 counties that they're servicing, so much smaller service area. They do have some more services than you guys do, and you have some that they don't, but they do the waterproofing. And so for waterproofing in this location, they're your top organic. Um, they have the interlinking pages like you guys do. But you see here, they're going after the local buyer intent keywords. This is really critical, and you do need to have some repetition with that. Um, they have a lot more content. And so in order to outrank these guys, you're going to need a ton of content. You're going to need a lot more than they have. You're going to have to focus on the keywords, and building out all of those additional pages with their own content and their own keywords. But that alone still won't be enough, because you do have to support your website with search engine optimization, because a website by itself isn't going to be enough to be found online. So, um, these are your metrics. You have a rating of a 6 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, which isn't terrible, but also means Google still doesn't really trust your website. And that's 100% because of referring domains and backlinks. Not all of these are created equal. You need to be going after authoritative links that are do follows so that they actually share their power. And Google's only going to give you credit for 1 backlink per referring domain. So all of this extra is spam. Um, you only have 64 that are actual do follows, which means that out of almost 1,500 backlinks, there's only 64 that are doing anything remotely to help you. You have been indexed for over 481 keywords, and you're only getting about 176 people on average to your website per month. So you're missing out on a ton of traffic. When we look at your keywords, though, the only ones that are ranking are your brand, which is great for your brand, but that's not what most people will be searching. And then I also noticed that most of your volume is coming from Best Buy. And although it looks like a great keyword, the buyer intent is going to be different. Most people researching Best Buy are going to be looking for electronics, not waterproofing. So you really do need to look at the intent of the person searching. So you do need to work on this strategy so that you can rank the proper keywords and capture the traffic throughout all of your service areas. If we look at your competitor, they have a rating of a 25 with 1,400 backlinks, over 300 referring domains. Of those, 235 are do follow, which means you would need to beat their 235 referring domains, both in quantity as well as quality. They are only servicing 3 counties. They have over 400 keywords they've indexed for, but they're serving a lot less and they're getting a lot more to their website. So again, it's going to be really important that you optimize your website so you can start capturing some really great traffic. And then the last part, as I mentioned briefly, is this Google My Business section. In Columbia, you are in the top 3, but in Baltimore, you're not. So you're going to want to be in the top 3 for all of your major locations and services, because nearly 30% of people go straight to the maps and don't search anywhere else. And so if you're not here, you send all those leads to your competition. Now, in order to be here, the most important factor is going to be citations, which means listing yourself in a bunch of directories with your name, address, phone number, and website. So you're going to need to do that on places like Dex, Yelp, Yellow Pages, etc. For each of your Google My Business pages, and you're going to need more than your top competitor. But when you follow all of these tips I provided you today, your website can be number 1 across Google for every single one of your service areas and all your services using those local, county, and state keywords and supporting that by SEO. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and that you can use these tips and start capturing more leads. I would love it if you could give me some feedback and let me know what you thought of the video. And if you have any questions, go ahead and give me a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.